Hi, this is the Spanish Fork Library. We're excited to share with you some of our awesome new books. Check them out today. Mirage by Samaya Daud. In a world dominated by the brutal Vedic Empire, 18-year-old Amani is a dreamer. She dreams of what life was like before the occupation. She dreams of writing poetry like the old world poems she adores. She dreams of travel and adventure, but when adventure comes for Amani, it is not what she expects. She is kidnapped by the regime and taken in secret to the royal palace, where she discovers that she is nearly identical to the cruel Princess Maram. The princess is so hated by her conquered people that she requires a body double, somewhere to appear in public as Maram, ready to die in her place. If Amani ever wishes to see her family again, she must play the princess to perfection, because one wrong move could lead to her death. Enriching, thrilling, and captivating, check out Mirage today. Nightblood by Ellie Blake. Ruby's world has changed more than she could ever have imagined. She's in love with a powerful Frost King. She's the heir to the Fire Throne, and she may be a Nightblood, the spawn of a vengeful deity hell-bent on releasing an imprisoned army of shadowy wraiths. Ruby is able to control the shadows to a degree, even hosting one in her own body, but will this tenuous connection, which threatens to consume her, be enough to hold the beasts back? With time running out, she must bring Frostbloods and Firebloods together to make a stand against an immortal foe more deadly than any she's faced. And the price of peace may be her very life. Don't miss the explosive finale to New York Times best-selling series, The Frostblood Saga. Sea Fire by Natalie C. Parker. After her family is killed by corrupt warlord Arctic Athair and his bloodthirsty army of bullets, Caledonia Styx is left to chart her own course on the dangerous and deadly seas. She captains her ship, the Morris Navis, with a crew of girls and women just like her, who have lost their families and homes because of Eric and his men. The crew has one mission: stay alive and take down Eric's armed and armored fleet. The first in a new heart-stopping trilogy, Sea Fire is a fast-paced, thrilling ride. Check it out today.
The Good Fight by Danielle Steele. Against the electrifying backdrop of the 1960s, this author unveils the gripping chronicle of a young woman, Meredith Mackenzie, discovering a passion for justice and of the unsung heroes she encounters on her quest to fight the good fight. Encompassing the remarkable people she meets, the historic events she witnesses, and the sacrifices she must make, this is the story of a woman changing her world as she herself is changed by it. Beautifully told, brimming with unforgettable moments and characters, The Good Fight is an inspiring, uplifting novel with resonance for our own time. Check out this new release today. Promises and Primroses by Josie Kilpack. Lord Elliot Mayfield aims to correct the very messy marital mistakes and spousal scandals of his brothers and sisters by requiring his nieces and nephews to choose worthy companions. If they choose wisely, they will receive their generous share of the family's inheritance. Hearts and history collide as couples must face their past and decide if risking it all is worth the promise of a new love and a new future. The Knowledge by Martha Grimes. Robbie Parsons is one of London's finest, a black cab driver who knows every street, every theater, every landmark in the city by heart. In his backseat is a man with a gun in his hand, a man who brazenly committed a crime in front of the Artemis Club, a rarefied art gallery cum casino. Then he jumped in and ordered Parsons to drive. As the criminal eventually escapes to Nairobi, Detective Superintendent Richard Jury comes across the case in the Saturday paper. The Knowledge is prime fare for one of the most fascinating mystery writers today. For any mystery lover, come check out this book today. Live Long and What I've Learned Along the Way by William Shatner. In this biography, William Shatner is more than willing to share stories from his unique life. With a combination of pithy humor and thoughtful vulnerability, Shatner lays out his journey from childhood to peak stardom and all the bumps in the road along the way. His funny, provocative, and poignant reflections offer an unforgettable read about a remarkable man. Ripley's Believe It or Not, A Century of Strange. There's simply no way to prepare yourself for this all-true, all-new collection filled with incredible facts, unbelievable stories, and mind-blowing photography. As amazing today as 100 years ago, A Century of Strange is sure to amaze and astound children and adults alike. Discover how one barber cuts hair with fire, or marvel at blue lava spewing from a volcano. It's all weird and all true. Bursting with vibrant and eye-catching photos as well as submissions from our dedicated readers, this book is a must-read for every Ripley's fan. 3 Days in Moscow by Brett Baer. On May 31, 1988, Reagan stood on Russian soil and addressed a packed audience at Moscow State University, delivering a remarkable, yet now largely forgotten, speech that capped his first visit to the Soviet capital. This fourth in a series of summits between Reagan and Soviet General Secretary Mikhail Gorbachev was a dramatic coda to their tireless efforts to reduce the nuclear threat. More than that, Reagan viewed it as a grand historical moment, an opportunity to light a path for the Soviet people toward freedom, human rights, and a future he told them they could embrace if they choose. It was the first time an American president had given an address about human rights on Russian soil. This book is a must-read for any non-fiction historic guru. Come check out these new titles and other awesome books at Spanish Fork Library on 40 South Main. Hope to see you soon.